Hear me out, hear me out. Let me just get this off my chest. Welcome to Her Diary Out Loud with Danny Royal, where my journey does not define me, but it defies the barriers of caring about what other people think. One real life experience at a time, my story, my way. I mean, it's better out than in, right? We are officially coming to an end of our Who Am I podcast series. I only was doing 7 episodes in that series because there's so much more that you will learn and understand about her in Her Diary Out Loud. I have so many stories to share, and today's recap is basically touching on leadership. I am a leader. I know for a fact that sometimes being a leader can be frowned upon. Everybody wants to be in the limelight, but when you have to take on the responsibility of truly leading, truly setting the tone, maybe setting the trend, maybe doing something different, maybe beating the odds, maybe going up against the grain, maybe sometimes even being a rebel. Sometimes people don't really want to do that because they don't want friction or they don't want to disrupt some things. But as a leader, let me tell you, you're going to disrupt some things. You're going to dismantle some things. A good leader. You can lead and lead people astray, or lead and put people in situations that are compromising where they have to second guess your leadership. You can do that. But at the end of the day, the blood will be on your hands. And as a leader, I don't want that. I'm sorry. If I've ever led anybody astray, I'm sorry. I don't know it all. Don't claim to know it all. Let me start there. But one thing that I do know is a good leader is a servant, a true servant. And they're willing to serve the people. The key is when you are leading, that means you have some type of resolve, some type of resolution, or your words and your heart and what you had to offer, which is value, matters. And so as a leader today, I stand to give you value through my story and to share with you different things that has inspired me, different things that have hurt me, different things that has pushed me, different things that has made me and molded me into the woman that I am becoming today. It's not always easy leading. I had this thing where I used to say leading while bleeding. And I didn't know what I wanted to use it for. It was just a slogan that was very, very apparent, and I knew that there were things that were going on in my life, and it just came at a great opportune time. It came at a great time. But the thing about it is leading while bleeding sometimes is a thing. The key is not to bleed on other people. The key is to get through what you're getting through, go through what you're going through, grow through what you're going through, but still be able to stand tall. Because the thing about it is life will hit you with some hard punches. But the key is not about what you're going through or what you go through. It's really about how you handle it, how you get through it. And that's the grace. That's the grace. That's the grace of a leader. If you are able to get through and move through and maneuver through this life, this dispensation on this good side, let me tell you, you are doing something, especially if you're able to leave an impact. If you're able to inspire, if you're able to change hearts and minds and things, that other people may not have been able to do. There's something about your leadership skills. There's something about you as a leader that's calling for the now. It's calling for what's to come. The things that you've experienced, I need you to understand that you didn't go through those things because of your past. You went through those things because of your future. God knows where he's taking you to. And I know sometimes it's hard. And I know sometimes you're like, why me? Why I gotta go through this? Oh my goodness. But if you can get outside of your feelings, and if you can put your pride aside, and if you can show forth the reason why you are called or have been called to this earth, and you know that you are called to lead people to wherever they need to go, whether it's to God, whether it's to answer their call, whether it's to heal, whether it's to relationship well and prosper in relationship. It could be anything. You don't know what that would mean to the world if you step into your role of leadership in the proper way and get in alignment with your sound, get in alignment with your voice, because somebody needs to hear from you today. Somebody needs the value that you offer. You might not even feel like you have anything to offer. All you have to do, which is what I'm doing, is telling my story. That is much right there. Because if I'm sitting here to be able to tell you my story, that means I have value. Because somebody needs to know how to get through from one point to the next point. I'm a mom. That's a way to encourage somebody, inspire somebody. I've been a wife. That's a way to encourage somebody, inspire somebody. I've been a divorcee. That's a way to encourage somebody, inspire somebody. I need you guys I gotta calm down, because I get so turned up and I get so inspired by just the journey. Being a leader is not easy. Shoot, sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes it's lonely. Oh, and let's not talk about lonely. Sometimes it's being humble, putting your pride aside, taking the high road, taking the low road. Sometimes being a leader are all of these things. But knowing when to and when not to, knowing how to maneuver through each point of your process, each point of your journey, that's what makes you a good leader. Knowing how to serve others, even through your painful moments, or even through your moments where you feel like you're lonely and you're not getting anything or going anywhere, or you feel like you're not doing anything. There's a saying that when you feel like you're doing nothing, that's when you're doing something. And when you feel like you're doing all of these things, that's when you're not really doing too much of anything. That's when you actually probably need to be a little bit more humble, maybe even a little bit more quiet, and say, God, well, what are you doing in this season? What are you doing in this moment? What value can I bring right now? A good leader knows when to and when not to. Timing is everything, even in leadership. The leader that I am becoming is not because I haven't gone through anything. It's because I've gone through much and I'm learning how to maneuver through it better and better every day. Not because I want to all the time, but because I have to, because I know what I'm called to. What are you called to today? What leadership skills are you able to give to the world? Somebody needs your leadership. Whether you're a mother, a father, a pastor, a preacher, a teacher, a principal, a coach, what value do you have to give today? Because I can assure you, you have something that someone needs. And guess what? Don't take long to do it. Why? Because guess what? The longer you take, the longer it's going to take. The longer you take, maybe you might have missed out on an opportunity to keep somebody from literally doing something that could totally be detrimental to their journey or their lives. The world is counting on the leaders. The world is counting on us to make change. You may not even be able to change the world, but you will be able to change somebody. You'll be able to impact someone. And there are people that are assigned to your voice. There are people that are assigned to your story. There are people that are assigned to helping you so that you can shift to the next level. The key is to be present. And good leaders are present. I am a leader. And I stand and I step into that call as best as I know how, with what I have to give. I only can use what I have to get to where I'm going to. And along the journey, I learn. Along the journey, you learn. Be willing to learn continually. Always be teachable. A good leader is teachable. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay? Tell a friend to pull up. I want to hear from you. Share this out with your friends, girlfriends, guy friends, because they can get something from our podcast as well. And remember, you're not just spiritually fit, physically fit, or mentally fit, but you are feminine and fit. Bye.